Now, another chord that's really useful to work on block voicings and also drop 2 is the minor 6 chord. So let's take a look at that. Let's use C minor 6. Once again, we're playing doubling the melody and filling in the chord with the right hand. I've done videos about this before, and you can look them up in my playlist. Excuse me. But now I have this app called Chordy, and I'm very happy about it because it's kind of hard to see what notes I'm actually playing. And especially, for those who don't read music and can't understand that crap that's floating around up there, this might help you. There's been some great jazz musicians, Errol Garner, for instance, that, couldn't read a note of music. But I will say this. In his mind, he had his own system of organization, because what he plays is not random at all. I mean, he's got many, many things worked out in his mind. He just doesn't quite process it in the same way that people that read music would process it. Anyway, here we go. We're going to do the same kind of thing as we did before. Every other note will be a diminished chord, and what it is, it's going between C minor and its dominant chord, which is G7. So even though it just looks like a diminished chord and it doesn't have a G in it, it is a G7th chord. All right, it's a diminished chord functioning as a G7th. All right, so anyway, minor, G dominant, C minor 6 again, the dominant, the passing tone which is necessary to keep this pattern going, then back to C minor scale again, and there you have it. All right, now this is super useful, not only in closed voicings like this, but also as drop 2. And what other chord could this, what other chord could this be besides C minor 6th? There's another chord buried in here, an enharmonic chord. It's an A minor 7 flat 5. So if I want to, I have a song with an A minor 7 flat 5 in it, I could play it like that, And I could do it as drop 2, if I figure out how to do this now. Yeah, like that. Still A minor, or it could be C, and just like how you can use like the major stuff like this also is A minor. All right, could be C major or A minor. This could be C minor or A minor 7 flat 5. And again, I suggest that you do this in several keys. If you're just starting off and you only know 15 jazz songs or something, practicing all this stuff through the cycle isn't really going to help you that much. What you need to do is really learn it well in a couple of keys and then use it over and over until it's automatic. And then go back and fill in, go back and practice in F sharp and B and stuff like that so that you can modulate. You're not going to run into songs in that key, but there's little sections of the songs that'll go into that key, and you don't want to stumble through those sections. You could take Blue Bossa. And let's do it with C minor 6. So we'll go like this. All right, we could do it as drop 2 if I can think how to do it. So I started there, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of my doubled note. So, ooh. Okay, do it as drop 2. Would take some practice, wouldn't it? All right, and then we're going to F minor. So, I'm going to use a passing chord to get to F minor. And of course, that passing chord is the C dominant that leads you to F minor. And you use it there. All right. Yeah, I think I just stay on the the D minor 7 flat 5, which is like this. All right, alter it a little bit to get the melody. Back to the chord. Same chord, and then we're going to G7, which is a sharp 9 on top, and that's where these shape voicings come in. We think of them as rootless voicings. You use them when you're improvising, right? But here we're going. And here's C minor 6. Could be C minor 7th if you want to do it that way. And then passing tone to get to there or there, depending on if you want C minor 6th or just a C minor 7th. And then we got that E flat minor. Usually like on the minor chords, the passing tone comes there, but this is just going right down the scale, so I'm going to stay on that chord. And then it's kind of a hard spot to work on, so what would I do here? Yeah, a simple way of doing it is just stay on E flat minor, change the inversion, change the melody a little bit, stay on the chord, and then play A flat 7th. Now I'm sure we can find a hipper way to do this, but let's just stick to something simple right now. This system works well when you're going like up a scale, grab your coat and get your, that kind of thing. But there's sections of certain songs where it's difficult to make it sound very hip. And this is one of those spots. Now you could go like that and do a chromatic approach like that. That's a kind of a big band type of approach. No, that's not what I want. I want that chord, so I go half a step above. And then, I could use a little diminished chord there, sounds okay. And for that one, I could do something like that, or even like that. Screw it. Anyway, just play it like this. All right, I will be back. I'm redoing all my old videos because I didn't have Chordy, and a lot of people can't read music, and people, have new subscribers. They don't go back and listen to all those old videos that I did 5 years ago. So I'm just going to do a lot of them over again with Chordy, and hopefully with better graphics, better downloads, better explanations, better everything. All right, folks, see you soon.